Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of the Midnight Toons. It's me, your host, PK Speed, and of course I have my co-host Faye, of course. I don't know. And sorry for no episode last week. It was the Christmas week, honestly, and we were busy, so that explains why there was no episode last time.
Hmm.
Pretty much. Think of that I thought of it as just a Christmas break from this podcast that is super popular, honestly.
Super duper popular.
Yeah, those 5 people. Yeah, it's big, real big. But anyway, we have some news. Some it's just a little bit a week old, but honestly, there wasn't too much new stuff out this week except for one particular one. But we'll talk about that later when it comes to it. But as we are, let's talk about how was your Christmas, Faye?
It was okay. Just been the usual stuff, it's 2020 pandemic and all that, so it's not a whole lot going on. I've been playing Eternal Return Black Survival. That's like a MOBA battle royale game.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I picked up Hades today.
Nice.
It's been fun.
Yes, that's cool. But yeah, no, I love Hades. Everyone needs to play it. This is an official endorsement. Listen, aside from that, you get anything for Christmas, bud? I'm not sure. I don't know.
I got like sweets and a $20 Steam gift card, man.
Nice. It's better than, I I got some, like socks, some like a couple shirts and all that, and my mom gave me a $15 gift card for Starbucks, and I'm like, why the fuck would? Okay, sure. I guess I'm not
in this political climate.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I was confused. I'm like, okay, why? Whatever. It's the thought that matters, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Christmas was fine at most. It just, I got some more socks, which I always need, and all that. No one really
I needed some socks this year, so when I got some socks, I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, I got some cool Zelda socks. They're real cool. I'm not gonna. I did actually get something special. If anyone who follows me on social media, my brother made me a picture that he's been working on for like a whole week of it's basically like it's like a both birthday and Christmas gift, but he essentially just drew a bunch of like cartoon characters I like and made it to like a 3 panel picture. It's not just cartoons, but it's like my favorite anime characters and like video game characters. It's not perfect by all means because he's fucking 13, but, I appreciate it. I hung it on my wall and he was like, oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Aside from that, not too much. I've been playing for the past few days. I've been playing Borderlands 2, actually, a lot.
Yeah. I've played Borderlands 2 before. I never beat it though.
Yeah, it's real good. I played the first one a lot back when it came out. Like I played it all the time, both by myself and like with family, mainly just like my cousin who's like around the same age. It's real good. I didn't really play the sequel at the time because I was like, oh cool, it's more Borderlands, and then I just kind of forgot about it, honestly. So it's everything's kind of new to me because I've seen all the stuff that's come out about it for like the past decade. Like this Tales from Borderland. There's pre-sequel, which I forgot was even a game. I thought that was like a weird expansion pack, honestly. And then there's the third one, which from most of my friends who are super into Borderlands, they don't like it. So I can't really say anything about that. But yeah, no, it's real fun. It's really cool. I love the Schluter, whatever they call it. Because for some reason in my mind I thought the game had loot boxes, but I forgot this game came out way before that. So I was like, oh, thank you. But aside from that, I don't think I did anything particular. This is a weird one, but I've been watching I've been watching a YouTube series. I forget the fucking the channel's name. My bad, but it's a series on YouTube called Deadly Individualism, which is a video series covering every game made by Suda51, who is the creator for games like No More Heroes 1 and 2, Killer 7, and a lot of those great ones.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because like you look because you can like a lot of the games that he creates, like there's so much like stuff during the development that really matters on like the quality of the game and who works on it. Like it's also really cool seeing like how far he's come as a game developer, because there's some like weird interesting stuff that I never knew about. Like his first ever game was working on some wrestling series that's like exclusive to Japan on the SNES. And his first major like writing thing was one of the endings for the characters is after becoming the champion, he's just like he lives a miserable life because his wife left him and all that, and then he just kills himself, and people are like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, I guess that's a way to make a name for yourself. Back in the fucking 90s or 80s, fucking SNES game. But there's some really cool stuff in there. I highly recommend it. Again, I forgot the channel's name, and I'm too lazy to look it up right now. But whatever. But we'll just use this to go directly into the news though, because we don't really have much else. It's the holidays. It's still 2020. We got the vaccine, I guess, but I don't know anything about that, so I'm not gonna...
I don't even want to get started
Yeah.
on the political side of 2020.
Ooh. It would probably be an hour itself, honestly. I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So let's get into right into the news, which there's not really much in animation news for this week. Previous week too, as well. Honestly, a lot of it was just like new stuff is coming to this streaming service. Like HBO Max is getting a lot of the Batman animated series. I think it might be getting Batman Beyond too. I'm not sure, but whatever. But without doubt, the biggest one, like about a week ago, is the U.S. government has added DreamWorks' Shrek, the first movie, into the National Film Registry, which is really interesting.
A win for gamers everywhere.
Yes. Which, like, it's weird because I do think the first Shrek movie is, like, really... I do think it's a good movie, despite, like, all the memes around it, and, like, how people will, like... They'll probably say it's just a movie made to make fun of Disney, which, a lot of it is that, but I do think it's a legitimately good movie.
It was a good movie. It doesn't age well.
Yeah, but it's a lot more funnier than because it's a lot more funnier than I thought it would be, at least nowadays. But what I of all things, I was expecting it to be added into the National Film Registry. For those who don't know, the National Film Registry is like, these are like movies that get added to this, or these are important, like historically, culturally, and aesthetically significant movies for America.
I mean, it's culturally significant.
It really is, though.
It's a meme.
Like,
it's one of the first instances of a meme being acknowledged, but I mean, still, it's a meme, and memes are part of, like internet culture, which ultimately is, the culture of the countries at the end of the day, whenever you boil it down. So, they can't say it's not culturally significant. Most people know what Shrek is.
Yeah, it's just still weird to me because, like, I never really I would have thought, like, probably like other DreamWorks movies maybe wouldn't reach this, honestly. Like, I think Projekt Egypt is like really fantastic, like really good. Like, I would honestly say it's one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. And hell, I'm not even like a fucking religious person. I can say that without a doubt. But it's just weird in my mind thinking like Shrek is up there with shit like Citizen Kane, fucking Vertigo, Singing in the Rain and shit.
Yeah,
like,
The Godfather.
Yeah, the fucking Godfather. Like, that's so weird. But, I gotta give respect to DreamWorks because, the movie's good, honestly.
I actually don't think highly of the movie anymore. It was a good movie when it came out, but it doesn't age well. I don't think.
I still find an enjoyment of it, but that's fine. That's fair. But, a big congrats to DreamWorks, honestly, because, seriously though, like that's that's I can't even like really like there's no words I can really describe because again it's Shrek. Honestly, like I think Shrek is
Yeah.
decently fine. Like I think the sequel's okay. I think the third one's fucking terrible, and the only way I could describe the fourth movie, it's fan fiction. It's not really a movie, honestly. But yeah,
I haven't seen the fourth or the third one, I don't think.
uh,
Or the second. I don't know. I don't remember any of them.
yeah, that's fine. But speaking of like like media, certain media doing like fucking blowing out
Speaking
people's
of things I haven't
expectations.
seen, uh Demon Slayer the movie is being spirited away as Japan's biggest film ever, and I
Which
haven't
is
seen it.
Demon Slayer is really good. I really love it. It's then one of the next big like shonen one. Although the shonen anime, although it's nowhere near as long as the other ones, I would say honestly. I said honest a lot. Sorry, but yeah, no, Demon Slayer is real good. I watched it a while ago. I haven't read the manga because which is way ahead, and it actually finished a couple months ago, I think. So whatever.
Mm.
And for those who watch the anime, you know that the next major arc was going to be made into a movie, which is Demon Slayer Mugen Train, I think it's called, or some shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Mugen Train. But yeah, what people weren't expecting that Demon Slayer would top. Like it is now it's become like one of the biggest most seen anime movies in Japan, and not only that, it's basically blown out, fucking Spirited Away, which came out 20 years ago at this point, which is one impressive on like Spirited Away's part for managed to have that title for like 20 fucking years. But to be
Yeah.
fair, it's Spirited Away, so you know what can I really say? But
Yeah,
also
I
like a
mean,
shonen
no
anime
one can
movie.
really compare.
What?
I mean, shonen is like, I don't know. Shonen is a powerful force.
It's real. Yeah, it's real big. I just I'm more impressed that Spirited Away was able to keep it for 20 years more than Demon Slayer beating it. Although I would have thought like something like One Piece or Dragon Ball would probably have done that, like at least gotten close to it, but apparently not. So that's kind of weird.
Well, a lot of people don't really like movies of series like that, I don't think, do they?
It depends. It's one of those things where like they're probably enjoyable on its own, but a lot of people might not watch them because they're always like non-canon or they do stupid shit. The most you'll get is like they might make like an alternate finale of the show in a movie or an OVA maybe, but I don't know. Like there's still like some Dragon Ball movies, for example, I like, but I don't like majority of them. They're all pretty bad because most of them are just everyone gets their ass beat and Goku beats them at the end.
That's Dragon Ball.
I know, but it's really bad where it's almost every movie, honestly.
Plague of Ripes talked about this.
Yes, he has he's got some fantastic videos talking about Dragon Ball.
Yes, Dragon Ball is bad.
Yeah, the only Dragon Ball movie I liked was the Dragon Ball Super movie Broly because not only did it fix one of its most terrible and iconic movie characters by making him into like a likable one, but it's also
The only
visually
good
fantastic.
Dragon Ball, the only good Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball.
Original Dragon Ball is real good. I like it
Yeah.
a lot. I wish it got more credit than it does. But yeah, no. Major congrats to Demon Slayer for managing to fucking take Spirited Away's throne. I don't know how. Yeah, that's cool. That's all I really have to say about that. So that's all we got for animation. So we'll head into some of the other news. And speaking of unexpected, unexpected like releases, you know, I figured that we could just go right into it, and that's CD Projekt Red, and with Cyberpunk.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Cyberpunk.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Uh,
I know how much Cyberpunk means to people, and I don't know. I've been kind of enjoying it. Just becoming a trash pile for the past couple weeks, honestly.
it's just bad. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it anymore because a lot of it is just like it's in the back burner now. We're
Hmm.
moving past it already.
Yeah.
Is everybody's already accepted. It wasn't what it was hyped to be. It tries its best, but ultimately it's made by a company that just doesn't treat their employees nicely,
Oh
and
man.
they don't understand the morals and themes that they're trying to convey with the source material, and so it just doesn't execute well, especially with the background noise of the company's issues.
Yeah.
And it's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
And now it's now that mess is culminated as Cyberpunk is the publisher. CD Projekt is now getting a lawsuit on it because for people who may not have been keeping up with Cyberpunk, it got a terrible release where the every version except for the PC version was fucking terrible. It was like almost every other platform aside from PC was running terrible. It was so bad to the point where Sony, for example, took the game off stores and refunded everyone who bought it. Like, wow. There's along with that, of course, there's the crunch that came along with it. There's a lot of the I'm not particularly in depth with this, but there's the transphobic stuff in there. I don't know about that. I don't know
I mean,
that in
they
detail.
have an entire faction in game that's sex workers.
Oh,
And like it's like, oh, that's
really?
cool at first. Like first glance, you're like, oh, I can
Yeah.
team up with the sex workers and do praxis.
Oh,
But then
oh
like
no,
you
but they fuck
realize
it up,
that
don't they?
you realize that you also fight these factions and you kind of choose which ones you want to like fuck with, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so like people can like target the sex worker faction for
Oh.
their own entertainment, which is pretty much just like enabling like the worst kind of stuff, especially whenever they like already have a bunch of like sexualization of trans stuff in there and like
Mm.
other things like that. And then like they fall back on this idea of it's, oh, we're criticizing the concept of sexualization and industry by using, showing that it applies to everybody in the future, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
But then like they also like had a woman imitating a trans woman but not actually a trans woman win
Oh.
a cosplay contest, and then like they like promoted on their main page, and it's like, okay, so like where's the criticism lost, at
Yeah.
what point are you like, okay, so how do you criticize these things that in the game and have a narrative based around criticizing those things, and
Yeah.
then also at the same time participate in those things
Yeah. Yeah.
outside of the game, and so it kind of loses its spunk,
Yeah. It.
and I personally am probably not even gonna watch gameplay of it.
I've only seen a little bit of it, but that's because I saw a friend of mine playing it, and he was like, "Yeah, it's all right," and I'm like, "Yeah," and I went on to do something else. That's it.
I watched someone, yeah, I watched some on Discord of my friend playing, and that's pretty much the consensus I've gotten from it is, yeah, it's an okay game.
Yeah,
It's all right.
from what I've heard, and it's all right. That's all I can really say. The only thing that I really liked from this CD Projekt stuff was all the people who were like recommending better not cyberpunk. What's the fucking is it cyberpunk like the genre?
It's
Better
sci-fi.
better sci-fi games or similar, only way better. Like some of those Shadowrun games or something.
Oh yeah.
Or for me, it was SMT Soul Hackers. Who doesn't like cyberpunk summoning demons? It's real cool. But yeah, while we're on the topic of CD Projekt, by all means, I believe they own GOG, right?
I have no
I
idea.
believe that is, I believe they do actually own that. And what comes to that is a next story, which this is a bit more personal towards me because I really like horror games. I love horror in general, and I like seeing like there's a lot of really cool horror games I like seeing from time to time. You can especially think Two Best Friends slash Super Best Friends, now dead, rip in peace. Their Shitstorm series, you can thank that for my interest in a lot of this. And
Mm.
GOG, they made an announcement about a couple weeks ago, talking about a game Devotion, which for those who don't know, was a game by an indie company in China, I believe, from Red Candle Games, and Devotion was their second major game release, and it was really cool. They also made Detention a couple years back, and it was really cool. And a lot of people both like these games, but Devotion sadly got taken off of Steam and a lot of other platforms because within the game there was a joke poking at the Chinese president and making a Winnie the Pooh joke. For those who don't know, the Chinese president fucking hates Winnie the Pooh, and literally anything with Winnie the Pooh either is censored or removed when it comes to China. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't remember exactly what they did, but they either censored or just took out 100-Acre Wood.
They just took like they I forgot what it was, but he doesn't like Winnie the Pooh because people compare him to
Yeah,
Winnie the Pooh.
yeah,
Um,
like,
and President Xi Jinping
yeah, it's
is I don't know. It's interesting to me that of all things is what gets to him.
yeah, it's
But
so fucking weird.
China's one of those places that has a pretty complex political atmosphere, and you just kind of like gotta you get to marvel at some of these things that happen that are like just such a niche little thing that it's funny. It's just really funny to me.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it does suck. It'd be that way though.
yeah,
If
it
you
really
play
does.
World of Warcraft in China, you can't have your skulls and shit on the
Yeah,
screen.
because they don't like skeletons and shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so I mean, like, it's just one of those things, man. And when you're a
It's
publisher that's
so
in
weird.
China,
Yeah,
it's
especially.
like you gotta be aware of like what you can get by and what you can't get by. And like I wouldn't be playing around with it that much because like recently, like in Hong Kong, there's a lot of like pro-democrat representatives that have had to leave the country
Mhm.
because they were forcefully removed from office.
Ooh,
And like they were ejected from office and then like they left the country before they could be targeted. But
yeah,
obviously there's people who are being targeted involved with them who have gone missing, etc. It's
yeah.
China.
It's China.
And so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't feel too horribly bad. Publisher probably should have thought the
True.
publishers and the company should have thought about
Yes, yeah, yeah.
um
That's
that.
completely fair. I do think that it sucks though because I do think that Devotion was really good, but there was a little bit of hope back around. I want to say like December 17th, which is ironically I think my birthday or something. But they announced no, it was 16th. They announced Red Candle Games was announcing that hey, Devotion is actually coming back on December 18th on GOG for about like 16 like $17 and all that. And people were getting really
Yeah.
excited because they were like, "Oh shit. Finally this game that was taken off and I couldn't play. It's really cool." And that was until 4 hours later after they made that post where GOG was saying earlier today we got many messages from gamers saying that they didn't want the game coming to the store, so now Devotion wasn't coming to GOG, which people
Damn,
called
China.
bullshit. Where they were like, it wasn't gamers, it was
It was
China,
China.
it was
It was
fucking China.
President Xi Jinping putting the fucking wallet on the table and being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
what?
And then Rank
Listen."
Endle Games made a response to it saying like, yeah, we mentioned that, and we heard the message of gamers, that we didn't, the game wasn't, it's not gonna get a re-release. Sorry about that, and goodbye." Which, oh man, it was on my birthday too, so I was just like, fuck.
We have lost social credit for publishing game. We will now leave the country. Thank you.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I know, right? It sucks, I do think that, they really shouldn't have had that in the game, but I don't think it was like readily. I think it might have been like within the game's like code. I don't think there was a part in the game where you actually see that, but still, you should be fucking with that, honestly. But sucks for them and all that.
No More Heroes 1 and 2 is coming to PC. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, they can fix a lot of the technical issues with both 1 and 2. I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't have to use a fucking Wii remote to play the fucking game.
To be fair, I didn't hate the Wii remote controls. And also there's the PS3 version, but I think that's region locked or something. But yeah, no, I'm super excited because I really like No More Heroes. They're really cool games.
Yeah, it's a really cool game.
Yeah, yeah. I just I just want to see what the mod community can do with that. Like maybe fix some stuff with, especially with No More Heroes 2 in particular, because I like No More Heroes 2, but it has a lot of issues here and there. Like I do feel like the overall gameplay is better than the first one. Like it feels like an improvement, but there's just a lot of like story and visual stuff that is just like what the fuck. Also,
Yeah.
I think there was some audio issues in the original version, but I honestly can't remember because it's been so long since I even touched No More Heroes 2. It sucks that Travis Strikes Back doesn't get a Travis Strikes Back doesn't get re-released, but that's also Nintendo exclusive. So what else?
So Sephiroth is in Smash, but it doesn't matter because Smash is dead.
Yeah. Speaking with Nintendo, with the fucking Sakurai, them at Smash, they had the showcase video with what Sephiroth's got. He's got some really cool stuff. Like he has some cool projectiles. His fucking down air is funny because it's the air stab. He's got some cool stuff. His final smash is real cool. There's a really funny jab he takes in the middle of that, where he mentions that Sephiroth's back air is, I believe, 15 or 17 frames. I forget. But after he mentions that, he's like, "Oh, sorry, I shouldn't mention that. I'm just a dude who wanted to make a fun party game. We'll leave all that stuff to the people who want to play in tournaments." And I'm like, "Damn, all right, okay." Thanks.
Go off, I guess.
Like, fuck.
Like you're destroying your video game. You're destroying your fucking game currently in front of your eyes. You're destroying it. All your net profit is going down the drain. You're waving as you're waving as the stability and enjoyment of your game from its largest community is draining away.
Nah.
You're just like, yeah, haha, you guys are idiots. Funny meme. Dude, come on, like,
yeah, no, I understand it. It does suck. I'm just fuck. I can't really argue with it, honestly.
No, I'll argue with him.
Yeah.
I'll fucking dude, man. I'll destroy Sakurai.
Well, if Toby Fox can, so can you.
I'll destroy Sakurai.
Speaking of which,
as long as it's fucking LAN, don't put me on Wi-Fi.
Speaking of fucking fucking Sakurai destroying my dreams, along with Sephiroth, this comes with all the tracks, a lot more than I expected. But of course, along with that is me costumes. We got a Baron and Tifa one, that's expected. That's real cool. We got a Chocobo one, which was from Smash 4, and something else we got from Smash 4. It's like fucking Geno costume. That goddamn Geno costume. I'm not gonna whine too much about it by all means. I don't want to come off as annoying or anything, but there was a part of me that died that day, honestly. I'm just like, damn. All right, the dream's gone. I mean, Sephiroth's cool. I think he's cool. I like Geno though. He's cool. But yeah, no, that's all.
Speaking of playing Wi-Fi Smash, you can't call people simp incels or virgins anymore on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I can't. But yeah, to our next topic, Twitch. Twitch bans the uses of simp, incel, and virgin as part of the new harassment crackdown.
That's wild.
Yeah. I didn't really see too much complaining about this from a lot of people. I mean I saw like a bunch of nobodies I don't know, but that's about it. Simp, I can understand what they're trying to go for, but Yeah, any thoughts about this since you're the biggest Twitch streamer here?
I mean, like, incel is a political label.
Yeah.
I mean, like it is like involuntary celibate is like totally like like its own sort of like belief thing, and so like I don't know, if someone's being an incel, they're being an incel,
Yeah.
like it's not like a like I don't think virgin's an insult either.
Yeah, like I can see
Anybody who's
simp.
using virgin as an insult has like is
It's
probably a virgin
probably yeah.
themselves.
Like I can see
Um,
simp not. I can see simp used not like as a to be offensive. Maybe like if they're jokingly calling like a friend a simp or something. You
I
know.
think simp I think simp out of everything here is the most offensive.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt. It just yeah,
It just blows my mind. It blows my mind that I don't know, people are that at that point.
yeah,
Yeah, Hassan's gonna get banned. He calls people incels and simps all the time.
yeah. That means you can't stream Simpsons anymore because has the word simp in it.
Damn, dude. It's a loss. I'm pretty sure you couldn't do that in the first place because copyright. Get DMCA'd.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Especially with the DMCA. Fuck. Yeah, I know. That was another thing with Cyberpunk is they have like a mode for Twitch streamers, but there was still some copyrighted music in it, so people were like, "Well, fuck me."
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks. And you know why? Because they fucking got crunched out of the fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like how like fucking spelling errors are all throughout the fucking game. You look at you're like looking around your car as you get in, and you look up at the dashboard and it says delivery, but it's missing like 3 letters and it's squished together like somebody made it in fucking Photoshop and didn't properly port the fucking file
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
And it looks terrible. The game has a bunch of like little tiny errors in it that are like completely capable of taking you out of immersion and like completely capable of like reminding you that the game is like bad.
Yeah.
And so it's like I don't know. I don't know.
Again,
I personally
yeah.
am not that big of a fan. I think there's a lot of funny stuff you can do in it. Like my friend did a build where he has gorilla arms and he hacks people's brains.
Yeah.
That's fun. He decided he was gonna, Cyberpunk
he,
came out and he's like, I'm gonna play Winston.
he's that fucking monkey from DC. Fucking I forget his name. The fucking the telepathic one.
Yeah, he's just like he literally just like makes people fall over by staring at them and then punches the rest of the people to death with his gorilla arms.
That's the dream. The only major enjoyment I've gotten from the Cyberpunk stuff is there's a new game that's gotten a terrible release and horrible stuff's come out about it, and it's been a while since I've seen a game have that, and it keeps resetting the clock of what's the new thing that Cyberpunk will be in the news for. Because the last game I could think that had stuff like that was Anthem from BioWare, because Anthem was, like a lot of the development stuff with that was real bad to the point where it basically killed BioWare. That and also Fallout 76, which I
don't even want to talk about Fallout 76. There's just no, it's not worth it.
I feel proud for telling people not to buy that when they were
Dead horse.
interested.
Dude, it was whenever it was coming out, I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no,
and everybody bought it and everybody played it. Everybody was like, damn, dude, this is shit. I was like, yeah.
There's only one thing I just really want to talk about Fallout 76 is how do you make a open world game, especially from like in Fallout, where you make a game with no NPCs.
Dude, that's not even the worst part.
It's not even the worst part.
The worst part is that like there was like a bunch of shelling errors with the servers to where like you could use console side console commands in the fucking game. We're like no clipping around the fucking map and like doing 360 no scopes and killing everybody on the map how do you make a game with a dedicated server and shit and you're like, yeah, I didn't take console commands out. It's in debug mode, guys.
Whoopsie
Sorry.
Whoops. My favorite was there was the class wars that happened in there where like people who bought like the fucking super pre-ordered bonus shit or whatever, like the edition game version of the game, they get a special little like marking showing that they bought this version of the game. So regular players would gang up with those players and make their lives miserable.
I mean, the game's just ass in general.
Yeah,
And even the quality improvements that have been given to it don't make it worth buying.
oh yeah, no, like there's no reason people should ever play it, regardless.
Because it also runs like shit because it's in the same engine as Fallout 4.
Yeah, which runs like shit.
Which runs like shit. Because it's a Bethesda game engine that was made exclusively to not let people mod it, and then it got released and everybody modded it anyway, and then they started selling the mods. So yeah, it's just like one of those things.
Yes, no. Fallout is honestly at this point, if you want to play a Fallout game, just play Outer Wilds.
Just play New Vegas.
Yeah, it's the only one you really need to play. I can't say much for the first two, but those aren't first-person open world games. So.
Just play 1 through 3 and New Vegas.
New Vegas
those
is real
those
good.
4 are the ones you should play.
You should play not disappointing games like 4. It's so disappointing. I remember when that game came out, and there were so many people upset that it didn't win Game of the Year, and I'm like, because it doesn't deserve it, honestly.
There's a group of like weird like libertarian neckbeard gamer dudes who really like Fallout.
Yeah, but they're also libertarian neckbeards, so.
Yeah, it just be that way.
Honestly. But yeah.
So last thing I guess is the League of Legends MMO.
Yeah, I figured you'd probably have more say to this because I don't play League of Legends.
I don't know. Riot does stuff like this all the time where they're like, we're gonna make this thing, and
when's that
then,
fighting game?
And then it doesn't happen. Like they like the fighting game that I've been waiting for.
Yeah, that sounds actually pretty cool. And nothing.
But Riot is just constantly working on shit. They made Valorant. They have a card game now. They have a ton of fucking money. The amount of money that they make off of League of Legends esports is so much.
Good money.
It's a lot of money, and I actually think that Riot, if they execute this fighting game well enough, they could
get
revive
the FGC too, man.
They could revive the fighting game community.
It'd be real good.
Because Mortal Kombat is like the last remnant of the fighting game community. That and like a bunch of these little indie games here and there. But like the thing is about these indie fighters, like Guilty Gear and all that stuff. Thing about all that is that it has niche communities that will play those games and participate in tournaments. But like the fighting game community as a whole, on terms of par, like whenever Street Fighter was popular or when like Soul Calibur was popular, it like those things won't happen again until we find somebody who like really dedicates to making like a good fighting game. And
to be fair, in Guilty Gear's case, they are published by major companies compared to like in other indie fighting games. But I do understand what you're saying because they're not. Like they're still well known within the FGC, but they're not as big as something like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Or
so that's what I'm getting at here is like making like the next Mortal Kombat, next Street Fighter type thing is something that's needed if the fighting game community is going to survive the death of Smash, because Smash is dying right now.
We'll survive, honestly. I love Smash. Don't get me wrong, but like. If Smash Online plays is it's dead, I could just play other fighting games. That's all. There's other fighting games with better netcode. Honestly,
it's not a big deal,
I
like Switch. Like I know a lot of you guys bought your Switch for Ultimate, but it's dead now. It's just how it be.
Listen, it's. Like, if you're playing super casually, that's fine, But if you're expecting tournament play, just don't bother, honestly. But yeah, no.
You're better off going to play Wi-Fi Melee in the fucking gutters doing fucking PayPal bets.
Wi-Fi Melee would be better because there's people making netcode for fucking Melee, so it's inherently already
just keep
better.
It unofficial. Just fucking PayPal bet with your friends on Discord.
Man, underground Melee like money matches.
Yeah,
only when you lose, you get
invitation
stabbed.
only.
Internet stab.
You don't no Twitch streams.
Yeah, no Twitch stream. Don't let Nintendo see us. This under now that's just under just like a deep
It's
web
Fight Club, but
society.
it's fucking Melee.
It's just a deep web community dedicated to playing Melee online
You
without
got
Nintendo knowing.
they gotta launch your browser with fucking Tor launcher.
Yeah, in order to join our group, you must learn how to wave dash. You at least know the basics, please.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have to wave dash cancel to get into the tournament.
You have the wave dash
Yeah,
cancel in real life.
whenever you turn on the Melee game, like the Melee version, the modified version for the Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
it doesn't go past the start screen until you wave dash cancel.
Yeah. Yeah. It's their secret code of getting into the game.
Yeah, you have to do it to get in.
No. I would really like to see like Nintendo trying to infiltrate this and be like, yes, my name is fucking Mario. Don't worry.
Reggie can't fucking wave dash cancel.
I don't know. Maybe he's been training all this time. I don't know. No, he has an actual life, honestly. But yeah, but when it comes to like the big games in FGC right now, I can't really, aside from Mortal Kombat, there isn't really any. Like there's Grand Blue Fantasy, which is real good, but that kind of everyone kind of forgot about it when the pandemic started, which kind of really sucks because that game visually looks great.
Sakurai can't dash cancel.
He can't dash cancel.
How much you want of that?
He can't.
He can't shut down the tournament if he can't get into the fucking game software.
I feel like he could probably dash cancel. I mean, I assume he's at least decently good at fighting games. He was the fucking kid
who plays with items.
He played tons of fucking arcade fighting games back in the day. That's why when Terry came out, there was so much shit for Terry because he's like, yes, fucking I love Fatal Fury so goddamn much.
I love female Terry so much.
Nah, that was way before then. I don't know how he reacted to female Terry.
He went, whoa, okay, this will do good for the casual part of the Smash player base.
Yeah, I should add a skin for no. I can make an Echo Fighter out of this. No,
I can make an Echo Fighter out of this.
But
now you're thinking with Tom Harold.
There's no way. Okay, no, I realize there's no way because he didn't add Mai in there, and because Smash is for a game for good boys, and Mai's like, yeah, you know, giant boobs, yeah. So that's why he knows.
Dash canceling to get into the Melee software.
I really love that. I feel like someone should actually do that. But yeah, but yeah, you know, the Melee stuff, it sucks. But
that's actually the password to my computer. Is you have to plug in a GameCube controller and dash cancel.
If you fail too many times, everything on the computer gets erased, so you will ever play Melee.
If you fail too many times, you get put in the hard mode master hand fight from Melee with Fox and items are off.
You can't fuck.
And if you lose, it wipes the hard drive.
No. If you fail, it switches over to Smash 4, and you need to beat Master, the hardest difficulty on the fucking story thing. Not the story thing. Fucking, oh my god, I haven't played Smash 4 in such a long time. That giant base thing you have to fight when you play on the maximum.
Remember in Smash 4, whenever you get to like 90% and then you get hit and you got abducted by a fucking tractor beam off the side of the map?
Yeah, it's real funny.
Yeah, remember that? Because apparently nobody remembers that.
Yeah, I actually do remember that. But in all honesty, like Smash 4, it's just kind of void to me at this point now.
It's not good.
It's like the middle child that I don't care for.
It was good because we didn't think about it.
Yeah, it was good because it was the newest one, and you know it looked cool. But then we got a better one.
No, it was good because it wasn't Brawl.
Ah, true. I forgot Brawl existed.
That's why it's good because it wasn't Brawl.
Oh my my god, you're right. I completely forgot Brawl exists. I feel bad. Whoa, damn.
No, don't feel bad. That's good.
I mean,
That you forgot
hey,
about Brawl. I wish I could forget about Meta Knight.
listen. Oh man, listen. I like Subspace Emissary. That's really it, though. That's all.
I just want to forget about. I want to forget about Meta Knight, and I want to forget about Diddy Kong, and I want to go back to Melee.
Yeah, and then you get the 4, and then you reach the all new hell of fucking Bayonetta.
I don't want to talk about Bayonetta.
There's a reason why she's no longer the toppest tier anymore.
Dude, no, I just the fucking Captain Zack clip of him and the other person.
Yeah, when they just
like,
and they're in finals and they're getting booed at, and they just neutral B and do nothing because they're getting tired of their booing. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Well, they're also neutral being there because it's like whoever it gets hit first loses.
Like
it's just how it was. It's just stupid.
Like on one hand, it sucks because it's more Bayonetta, but on the other hand, hey, they made it the finals. Come on. That's
I mean,
it's
I don't know,
man. It's
man.
on both ends, honestly.
I just wanted. I don't know. I didn't Smash 4 esports. Man, can we just go back to? I want to go back to Melee esports. I want to go back to like people doing fucking like infinite combos to their controllers after they get wobbled in Melee.
And the controllers break.
Yeah. Like. And I want to go back to Ice Climbers player going, "Oh no, as they wobble you, and you start screaming to make them break their wobble combo.
It's there's a lot. One sec, someone is fucking. Are you fucking serious? Go! I swear, Elliot. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, no, I wish I can go back, but sadly that's not the world we live in. Ultimate won't fully, it won't become good until either Corona fucking disappears.
Wobbling in Ultimate.
Oh man.
That'll fix it. That'll fix it.
Oh man. Because there's I love Smash, but it's just that's just how the world.
What wins in a fight? Smash 4 Bayonetta or Melee Ice Climbers?
That's kind of.
I'll leave you guys to answer that in the.
You know what? Answer that in the comments. Yeah, you're right. Because I don't know. I don't like either, honestly. We're not even gonna add Mennonite and Brawl in that because fuck them.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to talk about Mennonite and Brawl. I don't want to talk about Brawl at all. Actually,
I don't completely.
It can trip mechanic itself right out of this podcast.
Yeah. just like Ultimate's netcode, it could just trip itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. Fuck. We were talking about League of Legends MMO, that's right, and their fighting game that still hasn't gotten anything out, because I think that would be cool. Because I don't know, like a League of Legends fighting game, with all of its characters, that sounds pretty cool. But it also has to be cool, a fighting game.
It has to. It better be a 2D fighting game. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be 2D graphics. I want 2D though.
I can't imagine like a League of Legends fighting game being like Tekken or Soul Calibur. That sounds weird, honestly.
I don't know, man.
That would be nuts, though.
Dude. I take it back. I want League of Legends Tekken.
I mean, either way, I like both. I just don't play Tekken enough. I'd honestly play Soul Calibur more than Tekken, if I'm being honest.
If I could run Soul Calibur 6, I'd be playing it right now.
Yeah, I know, right? It's got fucking. They added Harang back, and he's basically a Bloodborne hunter. He's cool.
I love Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur's real good. I remember playing Link and doing that grab that just tosses you out the edge.
Yeah.
It's so
Do we
good.
have questions to do?
No, we do not. Honestly, there was no questions in the last episode, which I'm disappointed in all you. Call yourself fans? Nah, I'm serious. No, I'm joking. I love all of you. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, there was no questions, and that's all we really got for today. Today was a pretty short episode. Not gonna lie, but there's not really much that we could talk about with week old news and all that.
Yeah, there's not really much going on.
Yeah, we're all dead inside. It'd be like that.
We made fun of Brawl for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So
I can't wait to make a funny title out of that. I don't know.
dash cancel something.
Cyberpunk.
Sakurai can't dash cancel. Uh,
Cyberpunk gains the trip mechanic from Brawl.
uh, uh, Bayonetta versus wobbling.
I don't know why that's just I don't know why Bayonetta versus wobbling just kills me. I don't know. But yeah, no, seriously though, answer the
Put
question.
wobbling in Smash. Put wobbling in Ultimate.
I mean, I could play both. Honestly, I'm not good at either. Honestly though,
I just want wobble. I just want to see people get wobbled and fucking. Can you imagine people screaming over Wi-Fi when they get wobbled on Wi-Fi because latency is retarded?
oh man, that's gonna be amazing. But yeah, and like because we're on the topic of netcode, but I've been liking some of the Wi-Fi warriors, as the FGC likes to call them, and they're super upset about how people don't really want to play with them because they're on Wi-Fi and not like on cable or LAN. Sorry, not LAN. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me. Yeah, whatever. But in they, I remember seeing one where there was straight up a dude being like, "This is just like racism," and everyone being like, "Fucking shut the fuck up, Jesus, you stupid, stupid bitch."
Stupid bitch.
I can't play the game. Oh,
I don't know.
like black people.
I don't have a Switch, so I don't have to live that hell. But
Yeah, but
you
you can play
know,
other things on the Switch though.
I can play Melee on my computer. It's awesome.
Yeah, people, what they should do? Just spite them and, become a new Nintendo that's just Melee.
And become a new Nintendo that's just wobbling.
Yeah, not Tendo, the new company. Not
Man,
Tendo.
I want a controller for the GameCube that enhances my wobbling.
I, I don't know why, but that fucking reminds me of I know I mentioned him a lot, but Wooley's video about fan games and fan projects and all that. And his simple advice is, shut the fuck up. Don't talk about it at all until it comes out.
Yeah.
Just
So
don't.
if you're making Rivals of Aether, but it's just ice climbers wobbling, don't talk about it. Just
Don't talk
drop
about it. Just fucking just do it. Like the only reason why you should ever be talking about it with anyone is you need help on the project. But aside from that, shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, and you should tell me about it so I can pre-order it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, but yeah, that's all we really got for this episode of the podcast. I know it's a short one, but we don't care. Regardless, we hope you enjoyed the episode. If Faye, you can plug your stuff in.
Yeah, Faye exclaimed on everything.
Yes, on everything, on Mixer, on MySpace.
I don't use those things, but YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, yeah.
On I'm trying to think of like an old website that nobody goes to.
On Beyond?
Yeah. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So it works. Fucking Adventure Quest. There you go. Go play Adventure Quest and find Faye.
On Club Penguin emulator.
On the Wizard 101. Pirates
101. You can find me on Habbo Hotel.
You can find it on Toontown.
Scamming your kids.
on Smash Melee's online leaderboard.
You can find me at your at your local FGC community hub, wobbling your bitch.
I can't. Just Faye's official clothes. You can see me at your local meetup wobbling your bitch.
Yeah.
That's meme potential. But yeah, if you want to go check me out, it's the PK Speed. It's not just PK Speed, it's the PK Speed. Don't get it twisted. And it's, you know, you can find me almost on everything except Facebook. Don't find me there. I don't want anyone finding me there. But anyway, we hope you had a wonderful night, day, etc. whenever you're watching this or listening. I forgot this is an audio medium, and we will see you in the next
Happy
episode.
capitalist gift giving holiday.
Oh yeah.